Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial we are going to use Christmas Cookie, which came in day 7 of the Artistry advent calendar, to create my first successful snow globe tumbler. I have actually been attempting to make a snow globe tumbler for quite some time, and for whatever reason so many things have went wrong and I have had to toss quite a few tumblers, but I decided to give it another shot, and here we are. So before we get started, I wanted to show you the first Brittany bundle with Gracefully Created of 2023. I'm always excited about these bundles because I choose all of these patterns and make sure that they do coordinate in some way and choose the decals to match. So for this bundle we have 2 white element sheets, which are my favorite because they are so versatile and you can put them over any color, dark or light glitter. Then we have additional vinyl and decals to coordinate with those as well. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and I wanted to choose patterns that you could use for Valentine's Day but can also be used for any other time of the year. This bundle will be available January 3rd of 2023 at gracefullycreatedccd.com, and you can use BBB10 to save 10% off of your bundle. I found a really good deal on these skinny snow globe tumblers on Amazon, and I also grabbed this vegetable glycerin from Amazon as well. I'll have both of those linked down below for y'all. And I grabbed some distilled water from Walmart to mix in with this. You want to use distilled water. I have read, I have not experienced myself because this is my first successful snow globe tumbler, but I have read on multiple occasions that if you use regular tap water, it can cause it to mold over time, and we definitely don't want to chance that. So I started out with a 50-50 mixture and just swirled the Christmas Cookie glitter flakes in with that to see how they floated around in the solution. And I just kind of winged it by eye to see how the movement was inside of this bottle. Once I was happy with the flow of the glitter, then I went ahead and added it into my tumbler. Now, if you are using a chunky glitter, you would mix your solution up first, put a little bit into your tumbler, wipe that top off clean so your glitter doesn't stick, and then just kind of push your glitter into the tumbler. That way it is not going to clump around that top rim. But if you are using a finer glitter and something that will come out of the top of this bottle, or glitter flakes like I am, then you can definitely mix that in with your solution before you put it into the tumbler and just put it all in together. I didn't want to use an excessive amount of the Christmas Cookie. My idea was to appear as if there are snowflakes falling. It really gives off those snowflake vibes, and with the amount that I put in this, whenever the tumbler is tilted or shaken up, it does look like a snow globe and those little flakes just falling from the top. Once I had all of the solution and glitter flakes in, I took some rubbing alcohol and a cloth and really cleaned off that top so I can get any of that oily residue off. That way we would have really good adhesion with our decals that we are going to add on. You can cut a circle for the bottom of the tumbler. You can use a piece of clear vinyl as well, just to seal in that hole. But since we are going to use this on the bottom half of our tumbler, I'm just going to cut out a couple of hearts and cover up that hole. Now, since we have sealed in the bottom, at this point I did take the tumbler and wash it with some dish soap to remove any remaining residue I might have spread all over the glass and get it nice and clean before we added on our clear decals. If there's any fingerprints or smudges underneath these, you will be able to see them, so you want to make sure that you get it nice and clean before you add your decals on. The edges will disappear once you apply your epoxy, so do not worry about that. Just make sure that you have them pressed down really well. Once I finished adding on my decals, I wanted to add a little bit of striping in between or on top of that bottom portion. So I grabbed this blush pink of the matte Tech Wrap Craft vinyl. I just cut a maybe like a 1/4 inch strip, wrapped that around the very top, and then we're going to go directly in the center of this piece with the white shimmer vinyl, also from Tech Wrap Craft. Now, if you have any vinyl that looks like it's pulling up or bunching around the bottom of your tumblers or your glass cans like this one, all you have to do is take your heat gun, heat that vinyl up just a tad bit, and then you can press those little bits down and it will lay nice and flat and stick to your tumbler. Artistry epoxy has some really soft foam inserts that work perfect for if any sort of glass that you are applying epoxy to that you need to spin on your turners. So I popped one of those inside of this glass can, and then we are going to use angel dust to put in the first of our final 2 coats on this tumbler. Angel dust is one of my favorites from PDB Creative Studio. It adds a lot of shimmer into your final coats, and since we are going for the whole wintry cold vibe, I thought it would be really nice to have a steel glitter layer on top of the moving glitter in the background. I popped this on my turner to spin and decided that I was going to bling the lid to match. So we grabbed the lid and just sanded it down just a bit to rough up that surface, and then we're going to go in with white COLORFLEX Color Fix paint and just give this a very light base coat before we add on our rhinestones. I tested out a few different color rhinestones to see which ones would match best, so I do have one little circle around where we would put our straw in, but we are using Nightingale from PDB Creative Studio. I'll show you here in just a few minutes. It is literally the perfect match to the Christmas cookie glitter flakes from COLORFLEX. I have saw so many people rhinestone lids only using SS20 rhinestones. I attempted that, but it really bothers me when I see gaps in between rhinestones. Rhinestone projects or tumblers are really expensive because there's a lot of time that goes into them. And I personally, if I paid a pretty penny for a rhinestone tumbler or something that had rhinestones on it, I would be upset if I got it and it had big gaps in between the stones rather than taking the time to put in those little fillers. So if you are charging a quality price for your customers to purchase a rhinestone project from you, then give them that quality work as well. Don't leave gaps in between your rhinestones just because you want to use the bigger stones. Grab those fillers and put in those little ones as well. It takes more time, but your customers will be super happy by getting a very good quality product. So we went a couple rounds around that center point, and then we're going to go all the way around the outer edges so we can fill in the center. And just look at how good these two match. I mean, it's like they were made for each other. So once I had finished those couple of layers around where our straw was going to go, I went around the outer edge so that we can get a nice crisp edge along the side, and then we went in all through the center and filled in with rhinestones. Once I finished the top of the lid, I gave this about 30 minutes to set up just a little bit, and then we went around the outer edge and added in the SS16 rhinestones all around that side. I didn't show it in this tutorial, but once you finish these, set this to the side and give it 24 hours to dry, and then take a little scrubby brush and some dish detergent, scrub those rhinestones to get any dust, residue, and fingerprints from holding it off, and they will shine up and sparkle like crazy. I hope that y'all have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, feel free to list them down in the comments below and I will answer them as soon as possible. All materials I have used in this tutorial will be listed down in the description below with some coupon codes for y'all. Don't forget, the Gracefully Created Brittany bundle will be available January 3rd of 2023 at gracefullycreatedccd.com, and you can use code BBB10 to save 10% off of your entire order. We usually do give away one of these bundles every month, so make sure that you are following us on Instagram, subscribed to our YouTube channel, and part of our Facebook group, so you have the opportunity to enter to win some of our giveaways and prizes on all platforms. That is all for today. Thank you all so much, and we will see you next time.